Hey, we started the roof project. Here you see we're stripping off the roof that's leaking. We have to remove all this plywood, reframe the roof. Big job. It's hard to get off too. Okay, this is later in the same day. We have all the roofing material off. We have all the roof plywood off. We jacked up the rafters because they had sagged. We're going to put in some blocking and a framework over the top of this roof to make the roof slope. It'll be like a 2x6 in the center and then sloping away to all the sides. Okay, here we are. It's I guess January 18th. We're about 23 days into the project. This is near the finish of the roof framing. We had quite a extravaganza with this roof. I was short-handed the second day in, which was a day before a rainstorm, and I didn't get enough framing done to hold these tarps tight. And a very bad rainstorm came in and the tarps failed. They were pulled apart by the weight of the water between the rafters, and it collapsed. Wet the whole the whole ceiling of drywall in 3 rooms. Really, one whole room and 2 other portions of rooms. And we also had a problem with all the insulation got wet, so we had to take it all out, spread it to dry. We lost some sheets of drywall downstairs. We also had all of them get wet, but we're trying to dry them out, and hopefully they'll make it. If not, we'll have to replace them. But now after the rainstorm and getting dried out, we now are almost finished the framing. And if you look, you see we've done some of the plywood. This is the slope down the center. The center of it is raised up 6 inches, and then it's built just like a hip roof with a angle out, a shaped piece all the way out, and this way too. So the water is going to fall in 3 directions off this roof. It's going to run from this point. It's going to run out from the center. It'll run out that way, and then it'll run the opposite way and off. We also had some rotted timbers, which Dee unfortunately put some weight near it, and it gave way and she fell off the roof. She's fine. She's a little hinky and bruised up, but we reframed it, made it stronger with new lumber. We're in the very end of framing this end, and we're putting in the blocking, the edge blocking, and also the anti-roll blocking to keep these new rafters from rolling and tipping over. They're all nailed very strongly into the rafters below, so we hope this will make the roof stronger and less likely to have a problem, to sag in the center. We're going to be putting the plywood on today. We have rain coming in tonight, so depending on how much we get done, we're going to probably have to quit and then try to get the roofing material put on over the weekend while we have some good weather forecast. Here's the aftermath of the great leak, insulation drying out. Sheetrock got soaked and fell. Over here in the big room,
I'm not good at doing nothing.
Lots of sheetrock. It came down.
That's not my strong point. I got pretty good at it before I had all my shit.
All this was already out, but the insulation was in. The drywall was already out, but the insulation was in. But over here, we lost 2, 3 full sheets and all this insulation.
That's what you was ready.
All this insulation, and this whole area was full of water.
Sleeping all day?
This is the bathroom. It was a casualty to the leak too. Water pouring down. This whole area full of water. Water flowing down the hallway. Half-inch of water here in the big room. We took all the insulation out, put it back in, used these green screws to try to, these washers, plastic washers, to try to keep the sheetrock from falling down. Had to take all the tape off so the water could come through. Okay, here we are. It's a Monday. I guess it's the 21st or 22nd of January. I don't know, but I know we've been working hard on this roof. And here you see what we've been working on. There's the area that we framed. You can see the pitch in it. Down the center. Torch down's just getting ready to start. All the drip edge has been put in. It's got fall in it. Down the center, and 45's running out. New decking. Sheet metal underneath this crease. And then the fiberglass base coat that keeps the roof from catching on fire with a torch down. We're just ready to start the torch down over here. We've patched a big section of rotten plywood right in there. Cut it out, re-roofed it. Another one right here underneath this blower and tools, and there's a 4-foot by 4-foot section, 2 layers that were rotten. Danielle and Dee are doing a section right there. Plywood's rotten. We thought we could get away with 4x4, but it turns out that we're going to have to do 6x4. It's just rotten. You look at the little sections of wood over there that she's behind Dee, that's just little layers of plywood that just completely delaminated from water over there too. See it just blowing around. It's just little sheets of plywood. We're very carefully putting in new roofing paper, you know, taking out the shingles, covering the old shingle holes with roofing cement, putting in the nails in new areas, adding blocking at our joints so that the edges are supported. Big job, each one of these. And there's a new one, another one we're going to do right here under the bucket. So, but that'll be the end of it. Today we'll finish the torch down, finish all the roofing work. It's been a week up here, a week and a day. It's been a rough time, but we'll be back to dry and secure up here. Okay. That's it for the roof.